Good evening and welcome to Langara College for tonight's PACWEST action between the Langara College Falcons and the Okanagan College Coyotes. Joining with me right now is assistant coach Chris Schneller. Chris, tough island trip. Ended up getting swept, but Friday night was probably one that you had got to take care of and didn't. How'd the guys react? I know there was a little bit of a tough reaction on Saturday, slow start, but kind of climbed back in. But how's the mood in practice been this week?
I think it was a really good test to see where we're at against, one of the better teams, one of the best teams in the league. And, it showed us what we need to work on. Mentally tough, finishing games. And so I think there was a lot of points that will help us in the future, help us hopefully this weekend.
Dominic Bakuteka, sounds like he got a little bit of a dinged up on Friday night, was able to play Saturday, is in street clothes tonight. Who's replacing him in the starting lineup? Because I know he's been a starter in the last couple.
Yeah, it's going to be Bobby, and we have all of the coaches and the team have a lot of faith in Bobby to step up and fill that big role that needs to be filled, and I think he's ready for it. I really do.
So what's the one thing? One thing Dom brought was he brought a lot of energy. Sometimes a little bit over exuberance and picks up some fouls. But what is Bobby able to do on the floor to replace those type of intangibles that Dom brought?
That's a good question. I think what Bobby brings is, he has a unique set of skills where he's really able to do a lot of things really well. And I think he's going to be a good connecting piece in terms of being able to shoot the ball, being able to get to the hoop and create, and obviously defend with his length.
Tonight, OC, first time you've seen him all year. What can we expect from the Coyotes tonight?
They love to get up. They love to shoot. They love to get after it offensively. And so, I think we're going to have to obviously a defensive rebound, as that's been a priority for us, and get up on the shooters because they can really shoot the ball, a few of them especially.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks to Coach Schneller for that. And now I have the pleasure of turning over the play-by-play duties to Mr. Paul Eberhardt, longtime Falcon men's basketball coach, who would have had some of these gentlemen, I believe 3 of these starters at one time, or 2?
Two.
Two.
Yeah, 2.
Royce and Moise.
Yeah, veterans, grizzled veterans. Royce and Moise. All right, Okanagan wins the tip. They come. Nice little move to the hoop there by number 1, Cam Sale. Used the left hand to finish.
Langara needs to get off to a quick start.
All right, ball's reversed at the top to Saul. Hands it off to Mabeni. Mabeni drives middle. Gets the ball tipped, but he gets it back again. Lob pass inside to Moise. 8 on the shot clock. Moise, a little pump fake. He leans in for the contact, no call. Back come the Coyotes. Alex Zurzek gives it to Jaron Quarles. Nice little backdoor cut there by McLeod, but pass went out of bounds. All right, Sargent with the screen from Athaya. Athaya, nice fade to the top. Pump fake, drives. He was grabbed on the way. A travel? That was rather interesting. He was clearly fouled.
And that's
wow.
a
Cassidy looked very, very puzzled by that, and I don't blame him. That was weird. Okay, turnover goes to the Coyotes. Biden with the ball, gives it to McLeod. McLeod tries a tough right-hander, and it goes.
That was a little up and over that left shoulder.
4-0 for the Coyotes very early on. All right, Saul with the high screen and roll with Sargent. Sargent goes right, comes back middle. Pump fake, stuck in the middle there, kicks it out to Mabeni in the corner. Count that 3 from the corner.
And that's what Mabeni's been able to do, is knock down those open shots for the Falcons.
Biden gives it back to McLeod. Deep 3 there taken, and a nice answer back from Cam Sale from DP Todd up in Prince George. There's the screen from Saul. Royce with a 3, in and out. Nice rebound by Saul. Little lefty, no good. Moise with a nice rebound, and he is fouled.
The Coyotes come into this game at 1-9. They need to find a way to go into the break with some success. They are hosting the provincial tournament. You obviously don't want to be left off the dance party and don't get the invite at the front door if you're hosting.
Yeah, it's a
yourself.
tough gig if you're hosting and not in it.
You know, one of the things that's putting them one game behind Douglas, I believe, is that they did play an ineligible player and had to forfeit a couple wins. So
two wins.
Two
correct,
wins. So,
yeah.
they have won 3 games so far, but they have one on the record. And, of course, Langara at 4-4 after dropping the 2 games over on the island to the undefeated 8-0 Camosun Chargers.
Chargers off to a great start. Veteran squad with a very good coach in Jeff Pippas. All right, nice rebound there by Owen Jones. Crossover from Sargent. They double team him. Sargent should have given it up. See if they can convert on this turnover. They don't. Mabeni steals it right back. Here comes it, Falcons. Jones to the corner. Sargent for 3. It's good. And that'll tie the game up at 7. Back come Okanagan. This is going to be an up and down game, ladies and gentlemen. Nice block there from Saul.
Saul showing his athleticism, and Moise going to take it. And, of course, the Falcons with a couple of older veterans, fifth-year guys, but obviously been around a long time, played multiple years pre-COVID and then played a couple years since in Athaya and Sargent.
Yeah, Royce says this all 5 years has been here at Langara. And, of course, Moise played a year at Kwantlen when they still had a program. Sargent misses inside. And then Moise has played the last 4 years here. And we always see this, Mr. Shook, as you know.
That sideline.
The sideline out of bounds. It's a great home court advantage.
It's the same, but it's the same, but it's different.
Yes. Players always get thrown off by that. Mabeni with a tough 3 at front rim. Sargent tries to get the rebound, but he can't get it. It's corralled by Alex. Sale with another 3, and he's 2 for 2 early on.
Okanagan had the split last weekend at home against the Capilano Blues.
Moise tried to answer back with a 3, and he does.
And, of course, Moise is chasing Grant Campbell for the regular season PACWEST scoring record. That puts him only 43 points behind breaking the record.
Wow. That'd be a great accomplishment for Moise. Roy Sargent collects that loose rebound, gives it up to Saul. Saul puts his head down, and he's going to shoot an interesting decision on a 3. I don't think that's one they wanted really that early.
Coach Kannemeyer wasn't too happy with hands on hips and not too happy with Saul's shot selection there.
Skip pass over the wing to Porter. Baseline drive by Schwizik. Turned it over. Sargent with a beautiful thread the needle pass, and Rohan Saul dunks it down with the left hand.
That's back-to-back weeks where Saul has hammered it at that hoop on somebody's head.
All right, on the wing now is Porter. He gets it back. He's going to try his down the middle, out of control, but there's contact there. I think Jones might have got him. No, check that. It looks like that's going to be on Rohan Saul, and that is his first and the team first foul of the quarter. We're already 4 minutes into this. It's 12-10. Pretty good pace going on here.
It is a good pace. And, you know, that early on, Cam Saul, 8 of the 10 points for the Coyotes.
That's right. He hit that first layup off the jump and then 2 threes.
Got to find a way, you know, to not let one person beat you. Perhaps a little bit of pressure here coming from the Coyotes.
12-12. You're right. Looks like just a little soft man pressure, I think. All right, Mabeni's going to bring it up. Here comes Owen Jones with the high screen, and he's going to get the second screen for the flare, and he's off. Moise collects down the board. He's going to try to go to the hoop. A lot of contact. He finished tough through that with the left hand. Quick 3 by Sale. He can't go 3 for 3. Rebound by Saul. Outlet pass to Sargent. 4 on 3 here. Nice pass ahead to Jones. Jones is going to jump stop and finish with the left, but misses. Good rebound collected down there by Rakino. Back come the Coyotes, and Langara got caught in transition there as Mr. Sale collect his 10th point of the night.
You know, you miss a 3-on-1 layup at one end, and it always turns around and goes the other way for an easy one the other way.
Skip pass from Sargent to Athaya. Athaya goes down the baseline, kicks it back to Royce. Royce from that same corner spot where he hit one earlier. And we got some fireworks here early on as teams are lighting the lamp.
Good decision by Mo there to kick it to the corner.
Alex Schwarzek for three. Alex, I apologize if I don't have your name right. I'll do my best to figure it out. Moise drives, and that's going to be offensive foul. Yeah.
Just drove in, didn't see, or tried to Euro around, just not quite the decision there.
Sometimes Moise tries to force that a little bit inside. The defense had collapsed. It's where you want to see him come to a stop and kick it back out. All right, bringing the ball up the floor is AJ Raquino. AJ is from the Philippines, and he drives and goes off the glass left-handed. That's going to be a delay of game warning on Okanagan.
Quarles from Cornerstone Christian in Fort Worth, Texas. It's a long way from Fort Worth to Kelowna.
It sure is. Sargent goes right-handed, not there, goes right-handed again, goes baseline. In the corner, the fresh sub in there is
Josh
Kagande. He launches a quick one, early one.
And this is where I think they'll miss a little bit of Dom. Their normal rotation, Bakuteka, who's been in and been just a spark plug defensively, causing so much havoc. They'll have to figure out how to get through that. Coach Kannemeyer mentioned about going with a bigger lineup.
Corner three is good.
And again,
of course, that's the coffin corner. I can't see it, but my guess was Cam Sale, and that's who it was. Back comes Kagandi with a quick little runner down the lane. Boy, I wonder if this pace can continue.
At some point, somebody's got to get a defensive stop. We're just not sure when.
Good little partial block there from Mathia. Mabeni rebounds. Here comes Kagande, former Britannia Bruins star. He's going to go coast to coast, miss with the left hand. Saul tried to tip it out, but it went straight into the hands of Schwarzek. He goes to the hoop, and he gets an easy layup.
A little 360 in front of the bench and to the rim.
And back comes Saul. Look at that. And that's an N1, but he couldn't convert. Great pass there from Kagande. As a matter of fact, you can see Saul's breathing pretty heavy. He actually wasn't running that hard, and then he saw the pass come. He's like, uh-oh, I better speed up and catch this because I can get an easy layup here.
And you know, that's one I think normally if he wasn't gassed, he's just going to go up and try and dunk that. Instead he tries to get the layup.
Yeah.
Got an early timeout here by
Coach
OC.
Dino Genie taking that time up. All right, we'll be right back in about 45 seconds.
Dino hasn't been traveling.
Is he not there?
No, he's there. He is there. But he's got like a bulge disc or something because he wasn't at.
He was on the island, though, wasn't he?
Was he? Cassie told me he hadn't traveled the last time.
Okay.
Yeah, Cam Sale, 5 of 6, 3 of 4, 13 points.
It's a pretty good line to start the game.
Royce has 6 and Mo has 6.
What's the deal with the big guys? He's still, you think he's ever going to play?
I would be just like,
Yeah.
only 4 turnovers, 2 turnovers, which is shocking.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're about to shoot some free throws. What do you got on the early stat line there, Mr. Shook?
Coyotes' Cam Sale is on fire. He has the majority of their points, but 8 of 13 from the floor for OC, 3 of 5 from 3. The Falcons 7 of 17, 4 of 9 from 3, so both teams well. Shooting only 4 turnovers for the Coyotes and 2 for the Falcons. The Falcons have converted those turnovers into 5 points.
All right, free throws up and good. 21-20 now as Saul's going to get a rest, and into the game comes Naveed Abdullahi from Coquitlam, BC's Charles Best Secondary. Blue Devils, by the way. All right, ball's out top. Alex Schwarzek spins into the lane, kicks it out to Sale. You don't want to be leaving him open. Like Langara's got to wake up here.
It's not good defense right now by the Falcons, not being aware of where it is. You have to cheat to a guy that's on fire, and they're not doing it. Kagande's got Koch watching the ball.
You're right, Coach. You can't be helping off of Sale. And there's a turnover. Looks like Sale might get another chance to score, and he does. And out of that timeout, a quick 5-0 run here by the Coyotes.
Sale with 16 of the.
Mabeni from corner 3, no good. Rebound to Sale. Sale's going to lead it out, and good hustle back by Kagande to pick off that lead pass. Kagande blows by his man. He's going to get to the rack, a little out of control, and throws up a tough shot. Here comes the Coyotes. AJ Recchino. And we have another second stepping out of bounds.
The sideline monster jumped up and got him.
That time by Alex Schusik.
Solid PACWEST crew here, led by, I believe, the crew chief tonight is Dindo. A little four-court pressure. Not afraid.
Yeah, I'm just not sure that's a good idea. To pick up full court, maybe one of the quickest guards ever to play in the PACWEST, and then reach in to boot. Not sure that's smart.
Which is now the 14th foul there.
All right, Kagandi, he's going to dribble, hand it off to Moise Athaya. Athaya down the middle, gathered his feet, tried to hit Abdullahi on a back door, but bounce pass was a little low, goes out of bounds. Back to the Coyotes, who are up 26-20 in this high-scoring first quarter. All right, AJ Recchino gives it to Schwersik. Little post up here by Corals, but the rebound is gathered back by Okanagan, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Good job by Navi to step in defensively, get position, and cause him to have to bump him and draw the foul.
Yeah, Jareen Quarles with the push-off with the offhand, and Owen Jones will come back in the game and give Mabeni a rest. All right, here comes Royce. Screen from Moise. He goes right down the baseline, finds Abdullahi inside. Abdullahi misses the bunny, but gathers it back again, and he gets the foul going to the line for 2 shots.
It's something that they've had trouble with, though, at times, is making that first one, the important one. As the season goes on, teams are going to clean up their defensive rebounding, and you're not going to get those second opportunities to get those bunnies. Coach Kannemeyer, you see, having a little conversation with Kagande about making sure that Cam Sale does not get any more open threes.
Well, I mean, Kagande's a premier defender, so he's just got to stick with them and not be helping out too much. Good offensive board there off Abdullahi, missed by Athaya as he puts it in, cutting it to 26-22. All right, Recchino, he's going to drive on Sargent. Sargent gets in front of him, does a good job. Abdullahi. Kagandi left Sales again, but Sales finally misses one. Kagandi gets the board, and he's going to go. He has a motor. And you know what, there was contact on that, but that was a really good no call.
It was
was pretty vertical, I thought.
I thought it was good defense there. I thought Josh had the cutter on transition and probably forced it a little bit.
Okay, Recchino. High screen there, switched by Kagande. Quarles, nice crossover dribble, goes right by Athaya and lays it in high off the backboard.
Pretty little layup.
All right, Athaya's coming back in transition now. Gives it inside to Abdullahi. Back to Athaya. Athaya's shot fake, gets his man up. Little pull up from the foul line, no good. And good hustle by Royce, but he couldn't quite get his hands on it as Cam Sale gets it down. Gives it back to Recchino. Recchino's going to try to drive. Jones stays in front. Little extended elbow jumper there is good from Keyshawn McLeod. 30-22, back comes Langara. Moise loses the ball, turnover, and Okanagan can hold for 1 shot here. And they can extend this lead to double figures if they can score here.
The Falcons' 6th turnover of the quarter.
Recchino kicks it to Sale. Sale being guarded by Jones. Sale crosses over, double team by Royce. Wide open corner, Recchino, and unfortunately Kagande with a sloppy closeout, and he is going to give Recchino 3 shots.
Josh and Royce having a little conversation. And Royce, been around a lot longer, understands. Josh, you just got to get a hand up. You flew by and clipped his legs, and Josh has had some foul trouble. Some of it's been overexuberance. He took a couple years off after being at the COVID season at York University and coming back home. And just, I think, pressing at times to make things happen.
Well, he's very strong defensively. He's very aggressive. Yeah. And sometimes he just has to recognize that he's got to back off a little bit. second free throw is missed. Now Requino with the third free throw. And he only goes 1 for 3, so Langara not hurt too badly by that. And a pretty high-scoring first quarter as the OC Coyotes lead the home squad Langara Falcons 31-22. We'll be back just before the start of the next quarter with some stats. All right, our first quarter stats coming to you, brought to you by Dublin's Crossing.
Thanks to former Falcon Randy Knorr, who is a proud sponsor of the Langara Falcons. The end of the first for the Falcons, Athaya with 8, Sargent 6, Saul 3, Mabeni 3, Kagande 2 for OC. Cam Sale with 18 on 7 of 9 shooting, 4 of 6 from 3. McLeod 4, Requino 3, and then Corals, Porter, and Schwizik all have 2 apiece. I think the big number that we have is that points in the paint, Okanagan has 14, and they are 4 of 7 from 3. So they're scoring from behind the arc or at the 10.
And I'm no math expert, but 18 in the quarter, that means he's on tack for 72. That's a Kobe-like game right there.
That probably might set a record.
All right, Mabeni kicks it to Jones. He's a shooter. He can't get it off track. Good rebound there. As he's falling out of bounds, he tried to throw it off Langara, but it went right to his teammate, number 6, Manny Biden. Sale looking for another 3. That one was challenged, and they're going to call a foul on that.
You know, and that's what good shooters are able to do. You know, you might be a little short, but the ability of good shooters to be able to, I don't want to call it a flop. They draw a foul. They make contact. They know where they're at. They're able to extend their arm, and he's able to get to the line.
And that will mark in the span of 34 seconds 2 3-point fouls on shooters, which sometimes you don't see 2 all game.
And OC, as in the previous women's game, not taking advantage to extend the lead here. They are now 1 for 4 and make that 2 for 5, though, on the back-to-back 3-point fouls. Referee's asking for the jersey to be tucked in.
That all-important jersey tuck.
It is important. But we can roll it over and have the tag hanging out, but we'll make it tucked in.
Not a big fan. Well, you and I both. We don't get us started on the rollovers. Cam Sale making 2 out of 3, otherwise known as a meatloaf. Because 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'm showing my age with that one. All right, a little half-court trap here. They break it by going to Saul in the middle, Mabeni now. Pass fake as OC's gone to a zone. Very aggressive zone. They're coming out very high. Taking a lot of time. Mabeni is going to try a 3. Not a good offensive sequence there. As good job by Kagande to tie that up.
Just didn't make the zone move. The ball went from the top to the right and back to the top and the right and back to the top in a shot. Didn't make anybody really have to move and guard. You got to threaten the post. You got to threaten the high post.
And that jump ball possession will go to OC.
Correct.
Langara staying in there man-to-man. Ball's deflected, but not turned over. Posting up in the key is Rakino. A nice backdoor cut from number 8, Swirsik, but he could not finish. Saul with way too much on that reverse. Kagandi got his hands on it but couldn't bring it in. And back comes Okanagan as Swirsik got away with a little travel there. Aquino right down the lane for the easy layup. He just blew by Owen. And then a steal right after it. But Langara survived that, and Kagandi's going to turn it over again on the tip. Game getting very sloppy right now. That's a corner 3 shot fake drive. Jones goes vertical and blocks him. Nice job by Jones. All right, let's see if we can settle things down a little bit here. There goes Kagandi right through, and he draws the contact. He's going to get 2.
Probably not a sequence that the Falcons want. Coach Kannemeyer, I know he wants to play fast. He wants to get some shots off, but a lot of poor decision-making with the basketball. Defensively, you cannot get blown by right at the top. That's the worst part, to give up a straight-line drive. There's just no chance of help because there's too many shooters get beat. You know, Jones comes over and helps on the last penetration, but they got to do. They got to sort some things out here. Down 13 early in the second quarter.
And first free throw is missed by Joshua. Second one is good. Jerron Quarles gives it back to Manny Biden. He's going to take a long 3. It's off the back rim, corralled by Joshua Kagande. He's going coast to coast. He gives it to Mabeni. Mabeni baseline pull-up, in and out. Nice rebound there from Saul, but he loses the ball. Here comes Sale. Josh gets a piece of it. And, this second quarter has not been real pretty so far.
Just the decision-making both ways. Teams just slow down, relax, make good passes, be solid. The decision, it's almost like one too many dribbles before the decision's made and in trouble. Back to the zone.
Okay. Jones for 3. It's good.
Ball got moved from side to side, high post, moved out. Jones turned down the first 3, which is the good decision, and then gets it back.
All right, Sale getting a handoff from McLeod. Another screen there from Quarles. Passes for a corner 3 off the back rim, and Kagandi collecting another rebound. 3-on-2, good pass to Mabeni. Mabeni stops under control and finishes.
Good decision there by Josh. Hesitated a little, slowed down, allowed the opportunities to develop, and took advantage.
All right, Biden's going to try to set it up, trying to find Sale, who's ran into his own player, and there's a turnover. Yes, sir. OC looking a little bit flustered right now. I would think if Langara scores one here, Coach Genie might consider a timeout. All right, 35-28, and they have gone back to man now, as Kagandi gets right by his man and tries for a tough lefty. Couldn't finish, but there he is again, hustling for the rebound. He is all over the court. Nice pass to Abdullahi, and that's a blocking foul. Oh, come on! Oh, my God.
You know, previously we had the flop call, and then we're going to go ahead and make that. Not a great call there. We've had a lot of contact going both ways, and to call that on the flop,
I just thought for sure that was a block. Like, I thought that was an easy call. I mean, I can't see a replay, but that sure looked like a block to me.
And we know the fact is we have never missed a call from up here.
No, of course not. Hey, I wonder if the refs like me more up here or down there. What do you think?
The problem is they can forget about it when you're on the bench. Here they got to watch it and listen to it in infamy.
Over and over again, as number 3, Jerron Quarles, with a little lefty runner there. Jones open again. He hit his last one, 2 in a row.
They're able to get penetration. They got to penetrate, but they've got to find those shooters. Get Mabeni and Jones, get those open threes.
Ball goes inside, kick back out. Now in the corner. Shot fake, drive, step back. That's a tough shot. Well defended by Langara, and that's going to be a little pushing foul there as Brandon Porter gave a little shove to get that offensive board.
Better job by Kagande there, guarding Sale and just kind of cheating a little bit, not allowing them to get into what they want. Now,
Good shift there from Kagandi, a lot of energy, and as Roy Sargent comes back into the game, and Moise Othaya. Jones sets the screen, now he takes the flare, trying to find the hot man. Ball reverses to Mabeni. Mabeni looks to go inside to Moise Othaya. He's going to shoot the three instead because his man backed off, not a bad shot. Deep ball goes down to Quarles, and Sargent gets a piece of that, I think, on the little reach in. Here comes Moise in transition. He's usually pretty tough in transition. And that is a hard basket.
Same type of contact. That is a veteran move right there, and we've got a...
Is it going to be a double foul or just a warning? Let's see what we got here. Is it going to be a foul on Mabeni? Yeah, double foul. So when that happens, the ball just goes back to the team that was in possession.
Yeah, go point of interruption where the whistle was blowing dead. OC was in possession. They'll keep it. Shot clock at 22.
And of course, it does count as team fouls for both teams. Okay, here comes Rakino. Goes inside, tough move, great block from Saul. As Saul blocked Biden, but then good hustle from McLeod to get it back.
Travel.
And you're right, sir, that was a travel.
Little excitement there on the catch by Quarles. He tried to take a few too many steps before putting the ball on the ground.
Okay, Mabeni bringing it up the floor. He's going to take his man off the dribble, go right-handed and finish.
That's a tough finish over two defenders. They've cut the lead to 2.
Yeah, very quietly because they were down 14, were they not? Good strip there from Sargent on Biden. 15 on the shot clock. A little end line inbound as Coach Genie not going to mess around anymore. We're going to get Cam Sale back in the game. He comes in for Porter. Little 1-4 low set here from the Coyotes. As Rakino tries to go up inside, he kicks it out to 3 off the back rim. Rebound Sargent. He got Saul on the leak out, and Saul wanted to dunk it.
Kind of got clipped from behind there.
Yeah, but smartly decided not to. And we have a tie game now, folks. All right, Rakino. He's going to kick it to McLeod, and there's going to be a bump there. And that's on Mabeni. It's at least his second,
It was on Royce. It was on Royce. Royce on the ball. Where Mabeni got himself in a little trouble is he's the strong side, and he helped off a Sale, and that's been an issue. They've got to stop helping off on strong side corner and giving up open threes, especially to Sale, who's been on fire so far with 20 of the 37 points.
Biden posting up on Jones. He turns to the middle. Nicely challenged by Jones, and Sargent comes down with the board. He blows right by. Oh, my goodness. How could you not love what you just saw there?
He threw it around the right side and went to the left and picked it up on the other side.
That would be like the equivalent of the old nutmeg in soccer, right? All right, kicked out. Rakino passes up the 3, but he finds Sale. Sale short, but he gets his own board. Now he's going to shoot a little pull-up jumper. Oh, sorry, that wasn't Sale. That was Schwarzek. And a nice finish at the hoop there by Biden. Have a tough time seeing that corner, folks, so I might not get that name right very often. 39-39, Sargent down the middle. He kicks it to the corner to Jones. Jones hit his last 2, he's long. Sargent with the board. Kicks it back to Mabeni. Mabeni drives left on the pump fake. High arcing shot. Moise comes down with it. Good seal out there by the veteran. He puts it back in.
Fantastic job by Mo. So you got Royce. They have Royce matched up on Sale. See how that goes.
OC looking a little tired here after that high-tempoed beginning. Looking a little tired as that's 3 straight misses now for Sales. Moise clears the board. Here comes Royce. He's going to go here, I guarantee it. He finds his man outside. Mabeni for 3 off the front rim. Rebounded there by Tommy Alt. And here comes Sale. Oh, nice driving kick to the corner. Schwarzek short, but he gets his own board. Momo didn't box out. And he hits a little pull-up jumper from the foul line, tying it again at 41.
One of the issues Langara's had is giving up the offensive rebounds. Pretty much a lack of effort there for 5 guys to rebound. Don't have a ton of size with some injuries and some size inside, but they've got to do a better job on the glass.
Moise has a good mismatch inside. Sargent takes it himself with a nice reverse layup.
Shockingly, Royce Sargent gets a right-handed layup. Coach Kannemeyer yelling.
Shot fake and drive, little pull-up jumper on the baseline from Schwersick. It's good. That's 2 in a row for Alex Schwersick. Bob Benny's going to come right back, and he's going to use his long legs to step through and do the underhand George Gervin-like finger roll.
The Iceman, like Gervin.
He might be listening tonight. He still follows us. Lob pass inside. That's an interesting decision. Royce picks up the turnover. He spin dribbles, and he gets a little out of control, and I think that's off his leg. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. That went off Royce's leg as he spun.
Couple subs to the Falcons and a timeout. Okanagan College.
Well, it's been an interesting quarter. Langara got down early by as much as 14, and they've come all the way back now and lead by 2 with 1:20 to go.
You know, the interesting thing is what feels like OC has been getting a ton of offensive rebounds. They only have 3, but they've been converting. Every time they get an offensive rebound,
Right.
they seem to have
Right.
positive things happen. They're up to 4 now. Falcons are out rebounding them 25-17. And OC still has 8 turnovers, and Langara is converting, and they have 10 points off those 8 turnovers, but they do have 7 themselves.
And after a hot start, I don't think Sale scored this quarter, correct?
He's sitting at 20. He had the early.
Oh, that's right.
He had the
early
2
one,
free
yeah.
throws, but he does not have a field goal. He had 18 at the quarter. He got fouled early, about 30 seconds in, hit the two of the 3 free throws, and some of that's a little bit of fatigue. He had the deep 3 that I think he just wanted to get it off, and
Yeah.
I think that, you know, coaches were on all of those guys that were guarding him about getting up and not overhelping. Still got to make sure strong side they don't overhelp on penetration.
But are you aware right now that there is a shorty fire burning on the dance floor? Are you aware of that?
I did. I heard the music. That would be the that would be the playlist that I put together for the in-game entertainment.
Fine selections. Fine selections. Manny Biden goes to baseline. Nothing there. Kicks it out to Quarles, who gets caught with a traveling violation.
He's had that a couple. The 1-2 step without putting it down. Trying to get by as if he's taking a handoff in the backfield.
All right, Royce Sargent. He's going to go left side now. Come back right. Little pull up. He lost his balance. Turned it over. Porter passes it ahead. Sale gives it ahead to Quarles. Quarles tries to reverse challenge nicely by Abdullahi and Saul. Oh, sorry, just by Abdullahi there. Kagani trying to get it inside. Royce is in the corner. He goes baseline. Brings it back out. Skip pass to Abdullahi. Jones at the top. Jones a little right-hand jump hook. He gets his own board, goes off the glass, and finishes.
Good follow by Jones. Jones didn't look super comfortable taking the jumper, but followed it, got his own rebound, put it up.
Screen set at the top, nothing there. Sale's now got the ball against Jones. Jones getting a hand up, and another miss from Sale, and here comes Kagandi. You know where he's going. He's going to the hoop. The freight train's coming.
You know, and I think Josh, he wants to play at full speed. Sometimes he just needs to rein it back a little, see things in front of him. It's where kind of Royce always keeps that extra gear to kick it into, where Josh is in top gear from the get-go.
And both teams with 4 fouls, although it won't matter now as Langara will hold for the last shot. We're probably going to go a little high screen. I think Royce would have preferred just to clear out because he had a good matchup, and he gets blocked. But the ball goes out of bounds, and Langara will have a baseline inbounds with 2.4 on the clock, and Coach Cass going to take a timeout and draw something up here.
Plenty of time for them to get a good look. You know, you're going to get an opportunity to actually get a catch and shoot off the baseline pass, and then still plenty of time to either penetrate off that or even make one more extra pass. So interesting to see who he tries to go to. The tight baseline, you know, will Royce inbound it, or will they do something to get Royce so he can get going downhill right-handed and try and get to the rim, or do they try and throw it up maybe to Moise for an opportunity?
I think I might try to do that. Maybe a little screen the screener, and then try to lob it into Moise once you clear that side out. We'll see where they're going to start and if they're going to start in a box. Yeah, they're in a box.
with Owen Jones as the shooter. So, are they running him to the corner and trying to get
Could this be
that?
America's play, Coach?
Do they have enough time? That's a quick.
It would be tough, but they do have enough time, I think. Let's see what they run.
Corals has
Here we
some
go.
length on the inbounder.
There's a screen to Moise. There it was. Just what we
Yeah.
called.
Great,
Hey,
great screen by Royce.
that was a veteran screen by Royce. Little man, but he set a big screen, giving Athaya the layup at the buzzer. 49-43. Your Falcons lead at halftime. We're going to take a break, but we'll be back with a couple minutes before we start the third quarter with your stats. Don't you dare go away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tuning in on the Langara Athletics YouTube network. We are back for the second half. Mr. Shook, what do we got for stats?
Cam Sale with a quick 20 and then held scoreless the majority of the second quarter. Corals with 4, Biden 2, Schwarzik 6, McLeod 4, and then off the bench, AJ Rakino 5, and Brandon Porter 2. Moise Athaya 14 to lead the Falcons, and then quickly Rosolf with his 9th point of the game, Sargent with 8, Mabeni with 9, Owen Jones with 8, 3 for Kagande, but Kagande 5 and 2 assists. 5 rebounds, 2 assists.
Good defense there from Athaya on Corals. That was a quiet 14 for Moise too. Sargent step back 3, got it.
And with Moise, he moves 14 points closer to passing Grant Campbell as the all-time regular season scoring leader in the PACWEST. He started the night at 46, take away 14, that would be 32 short.
Mabeni brings it back. A quick start here for the Falcons as they are looking to extend their lead in and out for Royce from 3. They've got it up to 9 now. Corner 3 is up by McLeod. It's long. Saul gets a rebound, gives it to Sargent. Sargent's got Jones ahead of him. He's going to cross his man over and get right to the rim. A lot of contact there. He picks up the foul.
At times, I'm still a little shocked that the scouting report is not out on Royce that he's going to get to his right hand.
But you know how many times I coached young Royce, and I could literally hear the other coach, especially Scott at Camosun, make him go left, man. And he still goes right. You know who's the master at that, by the way? One of the greatest players ever to play at Langara, or even from BC, they met Randy North. Randy North would always go right. Always. And you couldn't stop him. Great players find a way to get to what they do great.
And of course, Randy, a multiple All-Canadian national champion here, and then transferred on to
4-time national champion, 2 here and 2 at St. FX.
Was that the CIAU at that time?
That is, yes, CIAU, correct. That in Halifax. So of course, host team there. They won it back-to-back in Halifax, beating Brandon both years. Jerry Hemmings Bobcats. All right, Sargent at the top, 56-43. Looking to extend this lead some more. He's going to go right again. He's going to get by him. Runner's no good. Sale gets a rebound. Gives it on the right side there to Biden. Biden goes down the middle. Moise with one of the worst impressions of taking a charge I've ever seen.
Well, Mo is going to close in and probably pass Mr. Campbell fairly shortly. He's probably not going to make the all-decade defensive team.
And there's a corner 3 as Sargent drives and finds his shooter, Owen Jones, in the corner. And that's going to be a blocking foul. Yes, sir.
Tough one on Jones. And quickly, the Falcons out to a 14-point lead.
Well, you saw it shifting a little bit in that second quarter. It looked like OC, after a very rapid start, was kind of running out of gas, and they're still looking a little tired here.
Interesting matchup that with the athleticism of Sargent and Mabeni, that he's going with the size of Owen Jones on Cam Sale.
Biden inside, little lefty. It's good. Sorry, check that. That was Corals. All right, Sargent's going to get by his man. Pump fake up off the back rim, no good. But then he gets a steal. He came up and under for that steal on the rebound. Mabeni's going to try his luck now. Spin, 1 foot Dirk Nowitzki fade is good.
Little fade away from the Edge Prep transfer from Calgary, Alberta, but formerly of Burn Creek.
Bulldogs. Sale. After that hot start, he can't find the mark. Sargent's going to go 1-on-3. He's going to still get going. Jump stop, kick out, open 3, Mabeni.
Outstanding court vision by Royce to find the open trail. Multiple guys, but made the right decision. Falcons jumping out to a big lead here early.
Yeah, it was a very smart decision. The whole defense drew down deep. He stopped, pivoted, found Mabeni, and Falcons' running game on track right now.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things we talked about with something Kagande could learn is that on that penetration, Royce showed some patience, didn't go full bore. Probably had Jones early, chose not to go there because they collapsed. Had Moise on the cut, but 2 guys collapsed on Moise, and then he finds on the cross-court 45, he finds Mabeni, who has been shooting the ball well. Going into halftime, Mabeni, 4 of 11 with 9, so that's 12 points. Now we have 3 Falcons and three Falcons in double digits.
What do we have for? What was the team shooting in that first half?
Team shooting for the Falcons: 20 of 46, 6 for 17 from three, only 3 for 8 from the line. OC was 17 of 39, 4 for 15 from deep, and 5 of 8 from the free throw line. So neither team shooting the lights out, but jumping out here in the second half, the Falcons have been shooting the ball well.
All right, we'll see what comes out of that timeout for Coach Genie. Ball is reversed to Sale. Sale goes baseline. He's going to try a floater up and under Moise. Count it.
Tough little move there.
All right, Mabeni gives it back to Sargent. Sargent being guarded by Sale. Saul coming up for the high screen and roll. Sargent's going to use that screen and roll. He's going to turn the corner, and he's fouled.
Of course, Sale from DP Todd in Prince George.
Trojans.
No longer the option to stay home and play in the PACWEST for the local Prince George kids.
And no, it's interesting because, of course, back in the day, there was 2 teams that played up there. You had UNBC, and you had the college team.
New Caledonia.
Yes, correct, yes. Nice little alley-oop finish there for Mr. Jaron Quarles, 64-51. Little flare screen for Jones. He sweeps, he gets by his man. Nice dish inside. Saul gets blocked, but then he keeps with it, and he finishes.
Good job by Saul to stay with it.
All right, they're going to go inside to Quarles. He faces up, looks for the cutter, not open, throws the skip pass, out of bounds. Turnover, Coyotes.
And of course, OC joining the league just a few years ago after the UBC Okanagan campus was.
Yes, they were that back then. They were the Okanagan College Lakers, and then they moved up to U Sport like everybody else.
College of the Caribou turned into Thompson Rivers and joined the Canada West ranks.
And of course, Fraser Valley used to be University College of the Fraser Valley in this league. Trinity Western used to play in this league.
And of course, UNBC making the move up, and College of New Caledonia folding their program. Unfortunately, over the last few years, we've had some Quest University folding their program. And Kwantlen.
Really a shame that, truthfully, it's kind of shocking, really.
BCIT.
That Kwantlen, with the huge population they have now and the great basketball culture that's out there, that they couldn't hang on to their athletic program is quite shocking, actually. And once you get rid of it, it's hard to get it ever to come back.
Because that money's been taken up into other departments.
Jones with an ambitious 3, but great rebound by Abdullahi. He landed awkwardly on his elbow. He's going to screen for Sargent. Sargent's going to go down the middle. He's going to find Jones in the corner. Good.
As a great shooter I would have loved to have played with Roy Sargent.
Literally, just stand there and he'll find you if you're open, eh? There's a deep 3 from Sale. He answers back.
That's his first bucket since the first quarter.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh no,
yeah.
he had the 2 here. So he got 5 in this quarter.
Before,
got 5 this quarter. Somebody you can't let get going.
Mabeni, he's going to try his luck from 3. Why not? Off the rim. Back comes Okanagan. Sale gives it up to Schwarzek. Goes inside to Quarles. Quarles baseline drive. Little lefty in and out. Ball goes out of bounds. I think that was off of Biden. It was.
The Falcons, when they've had open looks, it's been off that penetration and kick. And I think when they settle to play one-on-one, they've got to get that penetration.
Yeah, absolutely. They're much better when they play off of that. Okay, here comes Royce. High screen from Abdullahi again. He goes right. He pulls it up. I think he thought he was hit on the arm, which I think he was, actually. He's talking to the ref about it now. Drive down the middle. Corner kick 3 is up, and it is short. Good box out by Moise, and he's fouled. That foul will go against Alex Schwarzek.
As I mentioned, Moise is closing in on the all-time career regular season scoring record. He probably will have the opportunity also to pass Martin Bogiev, who has the all-time, when you add in PACWEST, BCCA Totem Conference playoffs and the
games,
CCAA Nationals, But Mo will probably come close to, he's coming close to 500 career rebounds as well. Had a very good 5-year run.
Wow. A lot of contact there, but Moise was a bit out of control. Back comes the Coyotes. Traveling, third traveling violation on Quarles.
A lot of the very similar ones, just not getting the ball down on that stretch step. And usually FIBA officials are a little more liberal with not calling the travel.
Well, especially on the 7.5 Euro steps that are allowed these days. 3 is up and no good, and rebound goes deep outlet there to Quarles. Quarles going to try a 3, in and out, and in again, and out again, and Athaya with another rebound. Kagandi going full speed, gives it to Sargent. Sargent goes baseline, looks for the reverse, finds Jones in the corner. Jones is in and out, and good hustle for the rebound there by Moise, but Sale comes away with it, gives it up to Quarles. Quarles is going to go to the hoop here, I think. Spin, good defense by Abdullahi there. And Quarles persisted, stepped through, took a little body contact, and got the chance for the and one. Interesting here, I think, because Langara's clearly had a good quarter, but they're letting OC hang around.
They jumped on him early, got out to that big lead after only being up 6 at the quarter break.
Yeah, they're up 6 at half, I believe, right?
Yeah, 49-43.
And it looked early on they were going to pull away, but OC showing some grit here, and they've got it back down to 12.
Probably need to look to get Moise going a little bit. He does have 14 and 11 already here in the middle of the third quarter.
Yeah, Sargent forcing it a bit there, turns it over. Biden kicks it to Quarles. Oh, I think he might have got away with another travel. And he went to shoot it and then didn't have a shot, but Porter was cutting the hoop thinking he was shooting it, so he tried to pass to Porter, and the ball went out of bounds. As Quarles will come out, and Alex Schwarzek back in. All right, Kagande and Royce in the backcourt. Abdullahi inside, and Moise Athaya and Bobby Mbeni on the perimeter. Hand off to Kagande. He goes down the middle, and that's going to be a body contact foul, but before the shot, so that basket won't count. .14 seconds on the shot clock. Royce gives it to Kagande. Kagande goes left, jump stop, kicks it back out to Mbeni, back to Royce. Royce looking inside to Moise. Moise with a beautiful post up and just an explosive spin move. Right hand off the glass. Nice move by Athaya.
Just a nice hold, and then as soon as he caught it, just a quick spin and up with the right hand.
There's a deep 3 from Schwarzek. Count it. Bit of a broken play, but Schwarzek knocks it down. 11-point lead now. They're going to try to go inside to Moise again. Moise kicks it out to Abdullahi. Back to Bobby Mbeni. Nothing there. He gives it to Kagande. Kagande gets down the lane and finishes with the left hand.
Good decision by Josh. Had the lane, took it, didn't force it. Showed a little pace and scored.
Biden being guarded tightly now is Schwarzek. Here goes Kagande, 2-on-1. Nice pass to Mbeni. Beautiful execution of the 2-on-1 there. Kagande with a great assist.
Transition again.
Short on the 3. Moise, unfortunately, both Moise and Abdullahi went for the same rebound, knocked it out of bounds, but can't be too upset with that. It was good hustle getting after the ball.
That's just sometimes the way the ball bounced. Quarles checking back in. Quarles quietly having a good hand. Is the second leading scorer for the Coyotes with 11 points. Schwarzek 9, and then of course Sale now has 25. Sale is 5 of 10 from 3, so still shooting 50% from deep.
Okay, inbounding is Biden. He gives it to Quarles. Back to Sale. Now Sale goes inside to Quarles, and I guess we're going to have a little hold on the post player there as Abdullahi, a little grab on Quarles. That is the 4th team fouls. Both teams with 4 fouls, shooting for the last minute 9.
Naveed's third. He's always struggling this year so much with foul trouble.
Inside to Corals. He spins off of Abdullahi and finishes at the rim with the left hand. Benny will give it back to Kagande. Kagande's going to bring it up for the Falcons. Hands it off to Jones. Jones looks for three, not there. Gives it to Abdullahi. Mabeni's got a three. He passes it up. He pulls himself down the lane. Little right-handed jump hook. Nice and controlled there, eh?
Nice and patient.
All right, 38 seconds to go here. Langara got a 15-point lead. Kagande guarding tightly like he always does. Corals is going to go inside again. Well defended by Abdullahi. But Corals was insistent there.
Tough
on
bucket.
making that.
And they're just, OC's just continually to hang around, just chopping away, keeping it, still keeping it double digits, but they're going to have an opportunity to make a run early in the fourth.
All right, Kagande off Moises' screen. He hesitates, pulls inside, finds Mabeni wide open in the corner. Count it!
Big corner three. Great find by Josh.
Well, I mean, Langara did what you want to do. They had a great start to the quarter, and they had a great finish to the quarter.
Yeah, you know, a 6-point lead going in and a 16-point lead coming out. So as much as they have some things to clean up, still increase their lead by 10 points here going into the fourth. You know, it's funny because I turned on that cap game last night. Part of it was after watching all the Canada West stuff.
What's that?
Just having the audio.
So much better.
And the numbers aren't huge. We have like 350 to 500 views.
So much better.
Like
even I watched a VIU game earlier, and they got a guy doing it, and it's just a much more enjoyable experience. Watching Okanagan, I'm trying to see what the scoreboard says, and there's just no energy, there's no enthusiasm. The Cap game was like they were playing in a graveyard. It was just nothing. I know. Yeah, I know. And you could barely see anything. Has the stream been up?
The internet cut out?
All right, we are back 80-64, fourth quarter. OC's got the ball first.
All 5 of the Langara starters in double digits, led by Mabeni with 21.
And a 3-ball for Schwarzschick to start the quarter, just what Okanagan was looking for. They try to climb back in from this 16-point deficit. Kagande, handoff to Abdullahi, to Moise. Athaya, he's going to go back the other way, give it to Mabeni. Ball reverses to Jones. Jones goes inside. Athaya had a layup, but he dropped the ball out of bounds. Turnover, Falcons.
Now see how OC is able to find a way, possibly cut this to 4 possessions.
Kagande guarding Biden tightly. Coral's looking to go, but nothing there. He's going to go. He likes to go left. Spin back. Tough shot. He gets another one. Coral's starting to heat up a little bit here.
That's 17 for Corals.
Kagande against Porter. Hands it off to Athaya. Athaya gives it to Abdullahi. Handoff to Mabeni. Mabeni foul line pull up. It's good. Mabeni continuing his hot shooting night.
And now 10 of 20 from the floor. Oh, that's
that should have probably been a moving screen. I guess there wasn't quite enough contact for the call. Very sloppy.
You know, you got to give the defender an opportunity to defend the ball, and you can't stick your knee out. It's a little shocking they didn't call it right there, especially with where the trail official is.
Inside dish, turnover Kagande. Just what OC needs, a live ball turnover. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Corals, he looks to go, being guarded by Kagande, and for the third time tonight,
the sideline
Coyotes.
The sideline monster here at the Coliseum.
That is the Falcons' sixth man, that's for sure.
Langara is out-rebounding the Coyotes, 39-27.
Oh, nice cut the top there. But wide open three, couldn't make it fall. Moise working hard on the boards, gets another one. And he drug his pivot foot when he came around to pass. And Sargent going to be coming back in for the Falcons, but didn't get up there before the ball was inbounded. Next whistle, he'll come in.
Good screen there.
Oh, double team on the ball. Very smart there by Owen Jones as he recognized that Biden had turned his back and he snuck him behind him and stole the ball. Nice job.
It's smart decision by Jones just to take the two and not maybe go in for the dunk.
Very good decision. That three is way off. Kagande's going to run 2-on-1. He's got him. He's going to try it himself. Doesn't quite make it. Good rebound there by Jones, who kicks it out to Mabeni. Mabeni's going to say, why not? I'm hitting everything tonight. Here we go. There's a triple.
Mabeni now up to 26 on the night. Probably should have got a layup earlier on that transition from Josh. Swarsik continuing to shoot, just not dropping, and the lead's back up to 16 now.
Okay, Moise going to screen for Mabeni, hand off to Jones. Jones one dribble, kicks it back to Mabeni, who's guarded a lot tighter this time. Mabeni finds Saul. Saul misses. Kept alive by Athaya. Good job by Moise keeping that rebound alive, and Saul finishes.
And Mo with the block out of that time actually creates the illegal screen for Saul to get the easy bucket.
Another turnover. I think Coach Genie's going to need a timeout. As you know, Saul is going to flush that one.
Still no timeout for the now a 20-point lead for the Falcons.
All right, Corals. I bet he's going to go left. Turns it over. Kagande, and you just saw that explosiveness that Joshua has there. And he exploded for the layup.
And that was the right decision. Wanted the call, but I think it's a tough one to get. Not much contact there. You got to be able to play through that. But the explosion and back-to-back possessions for the Falcons, a big 6-0, 8-0 run there at the end, and now they're up 22.
Yes, sir. Great start to this quarter for Langara.
And created some turnovers.
Yeah, that's for sure. They've got at least, I would say 4 turnovers in the last 5 possessions.
Yeah, and they had 14 going into the third while only actually turning the ball over 11 times themselves. They do have, going into the quarter, they had 17 assists at the start of this quarter, probably closer to 20. Royce really doing an outstanding job sharing the ball. Royce does have 9 assists. We know that he broke that, so Royce is going to have a nice double-double. So a few guys having really big nights, and of course it's the 2 fifth-years. They're going to easily walk out of here with a couple double-doubles tonight.
I got a trivia question for you, Coach. Which PACWEST / Totem Conference / BCCAA men's program has the most national championships? I'm not telling you, I'm asking you.
Are we counting VCC and Langara the same way? Because I got to count them here.
Yeah.
So we've got
another steal by Kagane, almost. I'll let you think of it. Layup is missed there by Biden, and here comes Royce the other way. He finds Mabeni trailing. Mabeni finds Kagane. Nice ball reversal there. Saul with the open three. It's in and out. Rebound by Sale.
As we mentioned, so many great programs. Malaspina, before they became VIU with multiple, OUC, UCFV.
Nice little jump hook there again. Corals is the one bright shining spot here for the Coyotes. Okay, I think I'm right, but I don't know for sure. I believe Langara has 3, and I believe that Fraser Valley has 3. And I think that's it. Because I know VIU has 2. And, well, before when they were Malaspina.
But do we count those?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
same school. So that would be 3 as well. Anyway, take a look, see if I'm right. But I think that's it.
Now we'll go to the PACWEST website, which is
Traveling violation there by Saul.
the great longtime PACWEST SID, Andre T.
Very long time. And assistant men's soccer coach, or assistant soccer coach for quite a while, too.
Here with Mark Rosardo, who has 5 national championships himself.
Yes, he does.
Been here over 30 years.
Three-pointer by Sales, no good. Rebound chased down by Kagande. Great hustle once again by Josh Kagande. He's going to kick it to Royce. Royce is going to slow it down. He's going to drive. Jump stop. Kicks it out to the hot man. Finding the hot man, but Mabeni missed that 3. Sale with the rebound.
Trying to get the Wi-Fi to work here.
Almost a steal there from Rohan Saul. McLeod kicks the corner to Schwarzek off the front rim. Moise boxes him out, gets a rebound, and back comes Moise. He's going to put his head down. He's going to get right to the rack and finish. And I'm thinking it might be a time now for Coach Cass to think about maybe getting some of his guys out for a little bit of rest too, as they got to go again tomorrow. Quick turnaround as they got to play at 3 o'clock. Lob pass inside to Quarles. Quarles tries to flip pass underhanded and turned it over. So, like, I know Kevin Hansen has 2 here at Langara, and I have 1. That's 3.
That's 3. You
All
have
right, I
you
know
have
that
VI
Matt Kosminski has 2.
Malaspina,
right?
Malaspina 93, 94.
Yes, which would have been Island Legend, I believe.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Was that right? Is that right?
There's no coach in the
Okay.
photo, so I can't tell. And then you had
And then Pat Lee with 3. Pat Lee got 3 of his own at UCFV.
2.
No, he got 3.
He's only listed as 01, 02, and 03, 04.
Really? Okay.
And then you have the Mike Rainbow-led UNBC Timberwolves.
That's right. They got 1.
In 09-10.
Yeah.
Douglas, former Langara Jamie Wee with a title
Yes.
in
The
07,
Bull
07, 08. And then
Correct.
University College of the Caribou.
Yes, that was Nevin's only title, and he got it right before he went to the Canada West. His last year, they got it his last year in the league before they moved up to Canada West.
Which I believe was the same with UNBC.
That is correct, yes.
Because
Yes,
then-
same thing with UNBC.
After they had hosted it the previous year.
Yes.
At
Yes,
a-
I was up at that one with my cap team, as a matter of fact.
At the very full Charles Jago Center at
They
UNBC.
get great crowds up there. I've had some great times with fans up there over the years. Coral's going to work again, and that's going to be a foul. And now he's going talking trash. You got to give him a T for that. How can you not give him a T for that?
You know,
Yeah, of
there we go.
course. That has to be a T.
a little frustration from Corals, but, you got to be able, you're down 20 with 3:33 left to go, and you're going to, just play.
I mean, Angus Kidd just subbed into the game. So what possible complaint could he have with him? Cancel the free throws.
So we should be
Is
shooting.
that, okay, we'll have to find this out. I
Yeah,
mean, they
because
probably know better than I, but
I
we
would have
should
assumed
shoot the T,
shoot the T, which is 1.
and then you go back to the point of interruption and you shoot. Yeah, I've never seen that. So
But they had a conference, so
we'll have to check out. I mean, I guess that's what you do. I've never seen that before. As Kagande goes coast to coast.
so we'll see. Coral stayed in the game. We'll see if something
You
else.
see, truthfully, just between me and you, I would have got him out right away. Not because I'm necessarily mad at him, but if he gets another one, he can't play tomorrow night.
Correct.
So I would get him out.
And based on what it is, the possibility of multiple game suspension can't come out. So you just don't want to do that.
But he does get up there and get another deuce on the putback left-handed tip. 3 minutes to go still, 97-79. Kagande spin dribble, gets inside, easy layup.
And of course, two new guys checking in. Caden Carry-On from St. Pat's.
The Celtic dynasty of the last few years.
And then also, I believe it looks like, is that Addison?
Yeah, Corals
Addison.
is coming out of the game now.
And then Addison Button from Burnaby Mountain checking in
So
also.
wait a minute, what years did you say Fraser Valley won it?
I had to pull up
because they won it in 99, 2000.
I'm just.
And I don't think you called that one out. That was the Wayne Jones team.
93, 94 Malaspina, 97, 98 Langara, 98, 99 Langara, 01, 02, 03, 04 for UCFE.
Now, they also won it in 2000.
So three.
Yep.
So
three for Pat. Yeah. Kagande gets blocked.
Kagande had an open Naveed in the corner.
Kicks it out to
Addison.
Carrion.
So it's Addison Button, the Burnaby Mountain.
Burnaby Mountain. Okay, this is an easy one. Wait a minute, what's wrong with me? Oh my God, I know. How can I not know that? I know this. Just give me a second. Burnaby Mountain.
Well, he figures that out.
Oh my God.
2:25 left. 99-79.
Oh, a little travel there. Shuffled his feet. Got away with it. He's going to get a foul. He will head to the line. Will Mr. McLeod? I want to say Lions, but I'm embarrassed that I didn't know that instantly because I played them before. Oh, I'm usually so good at this.
You know, we'll run it back tomorrow and see how you do.
Pretty sure it's the Lions.
We're going to keep this quiz going here, Coach Eve. 23 for the Okanagan College checking in. That would be Kai Batten from. Well, he's from Australia, then Canada Top Flight Academy. So we're not.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. Who else do we have on the floor? Number 12. Tommy Alt, who did play from Aiden Bowman Collegiate.
That's Saskatoon.
Okay, you're not going to take that. Number 5, Riley Clanton from Concord, North Carolina, Miller Comprehensive.
Can't say I know that one. That's a lot. That's a lot of words in that name.
And Ollie Jacques from Penticton High, Penn High.
Lakers.
You know, very fitting name.
Yes.
Unlike the team that kept the name when they went from Minneapolis to Los Angeles.
Yeah, that didn't make a lot of sense. Not a lot of lakes out in LA, I don't think.
Not a lot of Grizzlies in Memphis either.
Well, don't even get started on that one.
At least OKC didn't steal the Sonics.
Yes.
Well, they stole
And the Sonics might be coming back. It's looking pretty good that they're going to get the next team. And Vegas, it looks like, are the two next franchises in the NBA. Good rotation there from Carrion. Nice backdoor cut. Corner 3, Abdullahi. Great ball movement there by the Falcons.
Fantastic. Ooh, tough take there.
Steal by Kagande. And he did get to the left side.
Well, you know, Royce goes right, Kagande goes left.
That's tough. You got two guards. They can each go one way. That's tough.
You know, it's good to see that some of these younger guys are able to get minutes. I think it's difficult for them. They come in, they've had great success at the high school level.
Right.
And now you're going and playing 17, 18-year-olds, and now all of a sudden you're playing against
24 and
25-year-olds and grown men that have been around the league and played a lot of basketball. But based on things you've got, like as we talked about, Dom Bakuteka gets the injury last week, and then early in the season, Moses Orange, the transfer who averaged a double-double from the OCAA, he breaks his wrist. And then we're looking forward to the return of William Angar, the 6'11 University of Calgary transfer that should be getting his first reps next week against VIU.
Well, and because you never know, right? You never know when your number might be called. So even though it's a 20-point game, these minutes are always valuable. As Carrion turns it over, pull up 3 in transition. It's good. Knock down that triple. Riley Clanton.
So outside of Kagande, you have all freshmen on the floor, and then Angus Kidd from Lambrick Park. The Lions.
Yep, the Lions. My good buddy Ed Summers, as Angus gets his first bucket of the night. Eddie Summers, great coach of Lambrick Park. 6 provincial champions, that leads the league in championships. Leads amongst all coaches in high school championships. That is Ed Summers.
We do have the high school season starting shortly, kicking off.
Yes, and of course I'm up in West Van and coaching the Highlanders, and you're involved in coaching at Elgin Park, and there's a chance, Coach,
next
we
week.
could play next Thursday.
Thursday night.
If we both win or both lose.
So, if you're listening out there, I would get your tickets early.
It'll be a sellout.
To the Heritage Woods Classic, the tilt between the Highlanders wearing the tartan shorts and the Orcas, whose uniforms have not arrived, but we did find some ones that are back in the AI style of baggy shorts and baggy tops.
Oh my God, the boys will not be happy about having to wear those because nobody wears baggy anymore.
It'll be a triple, quadruple roll turnover, and we'll see how they go.
So, Coach, what do you think? Bobby Mabeni, player of the game? I mean, Moise could get it too because he was very steady, but Bobby was pretty good. I think he'll likely be the Dublin Crossing player of the game.
I think so. He had a good start, right? And he kind of kept going. Then he kind of, when they made that big push early in the fourth quarter, he was the one that hit a bunch of big buckets. So we'll try and get Bobby up here for a few quick words, along with head coach Cassidy Kannemeyer before we sign off for the night. So just hang with us for a few moments. We'll be back with final stats and some interviews.
My feelings, made them very clear. Okay. So he'll need 28 tomorrow. Damn. I wish he got the ball a bit more. Yes. Fantasy League stuff? Oh, okay. No, I knew it was Tough Sporting you were watching, so I wasn't sure. What's the score? 5-1? Oh, nice, nice. Hey, Bobby. You know how to turn this on? All right, we are back here with some post-game. I am joined by none other than Mr. Bobby Mabeni. Congratulations on a great game tonight.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So tell me a little bit. You guys came off a tough road trip to the island, right? You came back here needing to get off to a good start.
Yeah.
You were down in the first quarter, and then what do you think turned it around after that?
We just decided to get stops and stop the ball, and just started to share the ball and do what we can just to win the game.
And you were finding your stroke very nicely tonight. Do you know what you shot in the end?
No, I don't.
You were 11 for 22, 4 for 11 from 3 for 26 points.
Okay.
Yeah. And I noticed when Okanagan was making a bit of a push, then actually you stepped up and hit about 3 or 4 in a row to extend the lead back up to 20. So did you feel like hot tonight, or was it just, just a regular thing we're going to see every time?
I feel like it's a regular thing, but also I got hot too. So.
All right, now you've got to play this team back-to-back.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you play a team back-to-back, it's easy, especially because you end up pulling away pretty good there. So what do you think you guys need to do tomorrow to make sure that you don't take anything for granted and that you come out ready to go?
To start the game differently than we started it today, and just make sure we contain the ball, and I feel like everything else will fall in place.
Right, so really I think what you're saying is if you start at the defensive end of the floor, good things tend to happen on offense, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on a great night, young man.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, thanks. That was Bobby Mbeni, who finished tonight's game with 26 points. Also, we got 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Coach Cass will be coming up here shortly. I'll just give you the stats rundown from tonight. Final